and welcome to this tutorial video on publishing, copying, and archiving workspaces. You'll notice that we're starting this video within our Workspace homepage. And if we go down to the Test Homeroom 1 class that we have here, you'll notice on the right-hand side it says we have 6 workspaces that exist within this course. You'll notice that some of these workspaces are green, some of these workspaces are gray. If a workspace is gray, and this is the default setting for when you create a workspace, it is not active, it is not published, students cannot work within it. When you get to a point where you want students to have access to a workspace to work in it, you click on the blue Publish button. This will turn the workspace green. It is now live and students can access it through their login. If you do this by mistake, it's very easy to go back, click on the down arrow, and you can unpublish. And it takes it back to its gray version where students cannot access it. Now, what do you do with a workspace when it's done? Well, when you're done with a workspace and all students have worked through the workspace successfully, you can archive it. Archiving, you'll see, exists here in the workspace button when it is published. By archiving it, what you're doing is you're putting the workspace in a stored area. All documents for that workspace in your drive will be put in a folder, in an archive folder. All cards in this workspace will be view only, and students will not be able to access them at any point once you have archived the workspace. Again, this is for when you're done with a workspace, but you want to copy it for future use. Now, that's the next thing that we covered in this tutorial video. Creating workspaces again and again and again, year after year after year, creates a lot of needless work. So what if we can create a great workspace the first time and then copy it from year to year? That's exactly what our aim is going to be. So if we're taking a look at this test workspace that we just archived, it's the end of the year and we want to copy it for the next year. All we simply do is find that down arrow and we can copy that workspace. When we copy a workspace, all cards within the workspace, all documents within the workspace are copied over for the following year or to be used again. If we view the copy, you'll notice that all content exists in this workspace. The only thing that will not exist in the workspace from the original version is the groups and student work that was created in that version. This is a brand new version of this workspace to be used with a new group of students. Now let's take a look at a couple of the intricacies that you need to remember when working within a copied workspace. When you copy a workspace, all content, all cards, all exemplars, and all documents that are embedded within the workspace are still live within the copied workspace. So if we grab an evidence card, we titled a Google form to fill out. And what we did is we put the link for a Google form that we created into this evidence card, so that when students started the card, they would get access to the live version of the Google form to fill out so they can complete that work. What would happen when we copied this workspace over is that this link would stay the same, which means if the next class clicked on that link to complete that Google form, the data that they put into that Google form will be linked back to the spreadsheet for the original form. A new form is not created when you copy the workspace. If you're using typical cards that have docs embedded into it, it'll still create copies for those documents for each student as they start the card. But forms have specific characteristics that you have to take note of when working within a copied workspace. If you have any further questions, please let us know and have a great day.